So you guys, I had a dentist checkup this week. So nothing glamorous, basic dentist checkup, but it got me thinking. Oral health is one of those quiet wellness pillars that we often overlook. And I brought the kids. You guys, they had their first dentist appointment. So I'm going to share our story and what happened. And yes, it shows you that something as small as brushing your teeth is actually a big part of living well for us and our little ones. Because at the end of the day, wellness isn't just about green juices and meditation. It's showing up for the boring but important checkups. So I've been saying I don't know, Leo is 6 now, since he had his first teeth or cut his first teeth, like let's say for the last 5 years. I've been saying that I need to take him for dentist checkups because someone told me the moment your kids cut their first few teeth, get them used to going to the dentist so long, the sooner the better. Leo just turned 6, Zoe's 4. Both of them have all their baby teeth. And we finally went, you guys. And that's not the worst. I actually can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys, but me personally, I haven't been in like almost 8 years. It's shocking, you guys. And to be honest, I think I was a little bit nervous to go myself. And that's why I've been like putting it off the whole time. But I try to be an example like my dad was to me. My dad was super religious with us and dentist appointments. Like he would go, he never ever missed a dentist appointment. He would go religiously every single year, sometimes even twice a year. And every school holiday we were with him, we for sure knew we were going to end up in that dentist chair for our checkup. But it's a good thing because it instilled that discipline of brushing your teeth, making your appointments, and I continue it very well up until 8 years ago. And I can be very blessed because someone mentioned to me the other day, you know how lucky you are that you haven't really needed to go, like there was nothing serious that was going on, especially after having 2 kids, you guys. And moms out there, you know what pregnancies do to our bodies, especially teeth. Those babies suck out all the calcium from us. So thank you, Daddy. Little interesting thing, I don't know if you guys know this. I know I've shared it maybe in a post here and there, but if you're new here, this right front tooth of mine is a crown. A queen. I've got my crown, wearing it proudly. I was around 8 years old. I was in standard 1, but I have no idea what standard 1 is. Grade 3? Standard 1 when I was at school, playing on the playground with my friends, having the time of my life. Woohoo! And they had these like cement tunnels on our playground, which when I think about it now, maybe not the safest thing for toddlers to run on. Well, not toddlers, I'm 8, so, but for young kids to play on. But I tried to jump up on the open side of it. And as I jumped up, a friend tried to help me up, but obviously she couldn't carry my weight. And I just went slap bang, mouth open on that edge of the cement tunnel. Bye-bye, front tooth. We couldn't actually find the piece that broke off. I have no idea why. And anyway, thank goodness we had a very good doctor in Mossel Bay, or dentist. And He obviously by then knew me very well because I used to see him every year. And he fixed it up pretty nicely, I must admit. Apart from those, I think it was the first like 2 or 3 weeks where I had to walk around with a temporary one, which was like this big thing popping out in my face, which I was very embarrassed about. I do remember that. So that maybe has scarred me a little bit, but yes, it's beautifully fixed up and I'm very happy, and touch wood, it has not given me any issues. So my point is, when you haven't, let's say, exercised for a while. So you haven't exercised for, let's say, a year. Then you need to get back into it. But you're nervous and it's scary and it's intimidating. So you delay it for a month and another month. And before you know it, you haven't exercised for 2, 3 years and it's super difficult to get back into it. That's what happened with the dentist and me. I think I've delayed it for so long that I was petrified to go eventually. And I've never really been afraid of going to a dentist, eh? I must say that's one thing that I am pretty proud of. Dentist has never really scared me, and I know some people are super petrified of dentists, and I don't blame them. It's scary, but I know a few people personally that are really very scared of going to the dentist. So I have, when we moved to Mauritius, said, okay, now I need to get over this. Like, I need to find a dentist because, a dentist, it's like, I don't know if this is just me, but finding a dentist that you love, or a hairdresser, or a therapist, or a fitness instructor. Once you find that one, you are committed and loyal for life. And then they leave you for whatever reason. My dentist in Joburg personally went to go further his studies. And that's the last time I saw a dentist. Because how dare you leave me? And now I have to start all over again. And there's good dentists in Hoedspruit as well. But I think it was still too raw. Like that grief of losing my previous dentist was too raw and I just couldn't. But in Mauritius, I was referred to a very good dentist by by family, and apparently she's very good with kids, which obviously to me was very important because I do not want to take my kids to a dentist that's going to scare the living daylights out of them, and then they'll never ever set foot in a dentist room again. So made a call, set up our appointments, continuing to set the example like my dad set for me. Because, as parents, we have the power to normalize healthy habits and routines for our little ones and not just tell them what to do. So a few days before the appointment, I told them, yay, guess what? We're going to the dentist to check if we've got healthy teeth and if all the brushing we've been doing has been paying off. And they were like, woohoo, let's do this. And I told them, Mommy is also going with you because I haven't been in a long time. I've been very naughty. I've been skipping, but I've not been skipping my brushing because if anything, I would rather skip washing off makeup. Please, estheticians, don't come at me. If I have to choose between a pimple and a broken tooth, I'll take the pimple. Ooh, I'll take the pimple over the broken tooth any day. So, prep them a few days before. Oh, pretty well. Okay. 3 days countdown, 2 days countdown, morning of the dentist. I'm like, woohoo, who's ready to go to the dentist? They're a little bit more skeptical, but still keen. By the time we were dressed and ready to get into the car, Zoe was like, hell no, I am not leaving this house to go to that dentist. First, it was, I don't want to sit in a car for that long because it's quite a drive. It's about an hour from us. So she said, I'm not driving. I'm not sitting for that long in a car. I said, come on, we can do this. We're brave. We're strong. We've got this. We're going as a team. So I was like, okay, what else can I do? So I obviously, of course, like any good parent does, I bribed them with some ice cream afterwards if they behaved. As well as good old YouTube. Asked YouTube for some videos on toddlers going to the dentist. A Blippy one popped up, so I played that for them because my kids sometimes watch Blippy. So they were a little bit more enthusiastic because now, firstly, it's screen time. So I put them in the car, off we went. They watched the episode. They're pretty relaxed. They're like, okay, Blippy can do it. We can do it. Da, da, da. We get to the dentist office, and there's a beautiful big fish tank there to distract him. So that's bonus points already. Yes. And we walk into the dentist room, and she's very kind, thank goodness. She's got this welcoming, happy face, and the kids walk in a little bit shy, but I tell her they're a bit nervous. It's their first time. So I tell them I'll go first. Boom, boom, lie down, do the checkup, which was very nice as she actually gives us a mirror to like follow along what she does, which was pretty cool. And to be honest with you guys, I was preparing myself for a disaster in this mouth of mine. Like, I was waiting for her to tell me, like, oh my goodness, we have to like pull some teeth. And how could you have left this for so long? Because I told her very embarrassed for my part that I haven't been to a dentist in 8 years. She was like, 8 years? I'm like, yes. So please be kind to me, be gentle. So voila, did that, you guys. This is probably going to sound like a lot, but to me, I expected worse, remember? So 5 super small cavities, she says, very tiny, that will be fixed in one sit-down session. So boom, finish. I tell the kids, look, it wasn't that bad. Leo very proudly gets up. He says, okay, he's next. So I'm like, okay, great. He lies down on the chair like a very big boy. I was very proud of him. Lies down, he checks in the mirror with her. And you guys, am I allowed to gloat? But she said his teeth was perfect and that she'll see him again in a year and that we should continue what we're doing. Pat on the back for me, place the crown on my head. I feel very, very proud. Zoe's turn. This madam does not want to leave my side. She is glued to my leg like, I don't know, gum to someone's hair. But eventually we get there. She's on my lap in the chair. Very brave little girl, does what the dentist tells her, opens her mouth, closes her mouth, da 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 da. But thank goodness, again, 2 for 2, perfect teeth. See you in a year, Zoe. Continue what you're doing. So I explained to the dentist that I'm pretty OCD when it comes to brushing. So I make sure to brush the kids' teeth. I try and brush it. Obviously, they brush every morning and every afternoon. But me personally, I try to brush it as often as I can for them because I really get like in there with the brush. So she said, perfect. Try and let your mommy brush, especially in the evenings, and then you guys can brush in the morning so that you get used to it and continue the good habit. So you guys, firstly, I'm very proud because if anything, I can say it paid off my dad's like annoyance with going to the dentist paid off and it rubbed off on my kids. And I honestly thought that this appointment was going to be chaos. Like, I expected full on meltdowns. But it turned into a beautiful teaching moment about self respect because we know it. If you look after yourself emotionally, physically, it's a form of self respect. Routine and courage because I'm very proud of my kids. It took a lot of courage from them to go to a dentist, and it's scary. I mean, everyone knows, especially I know that little cleaning, is it the cleaning brush that makes that sound? I think so. But yes. So then that got me thinking, like, let's ask good old Dr. Google for some interesting facts about oral hygiene. Now, don't quote me. I Googled this. Some of it is common sense, I know, but I just wanted to make sure that I give you guys some interesting facts. Did you know gum disease is linked to heart health? So, inflammation from gum disease can increase risk of heart disease. Interesting. I know, but at this day and age, in this day and age, I feel like almost everything we do and eat and drink increases our risk of heart disease. So let's just add that to the list as well, shall we? Oral bacteria travels, which makes sense because what we swallow goes into our system. So it goes through your bloodstream and can impact your overall health from your heart to your brain. Hectic. Tooth enamel is the hardest substance in your body, but it doesn't regenerate. So be gentle when brushing, because when that enamel is gone, it's gone, you guys. And then the last one, obviously there's a lot more interesting facts that I can share, but otherwise we'll sit here until tomorrow. So let's keep it short and sweet. But you guys know me by now. I swear by this. Kids learn by watching. End of discussion. If you move in front of your kids, movement, exercise, they'll follow the lead. They'll move and exercise. If you eat healthy, they'll eat healthy. If you talk to yourself with lots of love and respect, they'll talk to themselves with lots of love and respect. If you are kind to others, they'll be kind to others. If you brush your bloody teeth, they'll brush their bloody teeth. So, you guys, brush your teeth. Be the example to your kids. Make the appointment. I know it's very intimidating to make the appointment, and it's scary, especially for your kids. But, sit down with them, show them little videos on how it's done, what happens, answer their questions. Obviously, sugarcoat it a little bit, no pun intended, but sugarcoat it a little bit. Don't scare the living daylights out of them now. We need them to go back to the dentist until the day they die, please, you guys. But try and be them, be their little support systems. You might be surprised the questions they ask. And if you don't know, then you can say, let's go ask the dentist together when we're there. And yes, we did go for ice cream afterwards. Huge ice creams, in fact. So, yay for the sugar bugs, full on sugar bugs party there in our mouths after it being polished and cleaned beautifully by our dentist. But they were good. I'm proud of them. And they will see the dentist again next year, and we will focus on religiously brushing our teeth and showing up for ourselves, because your smile is part of your confidence. So oral care is emotional wellness too, you guys.